Sex diversification and adaptation of advertisement to target different consumers is a common practice in advertising. Indeed, the differences between the sexes can be efficiently used in planning and conduct marketing campaigns. Radio, television, film, and the other products of media culture provide materials out of which we forge our very identities, our sense of selfhood, our notion of what it means to be male or female, our sense of class, of ethnicity, of race, nationality, and sexuality. Let's take Fiat as an example of this phenomenon. Since their first appearance in 1960, the Fiat 1200 Spider and Fiat 600 were meant to be sold to two different audiences, men and women. It is not surprising to note, indeed, that the ads for Spider are only embodied by men and the Fiat 600, now 500, only by women. The advertisements of these two types of cars are the perfect example of what sex diversification is and how adaptation works. Let's start with Fiat 500 and women. In Fiat 500 and 500L, women are either seen doing everyday tasks, wandering around the city, and flirting with the general public. These depictions correspond to some of the most significant characteristics of women as householders with free time and vanity. But even if this generalization may sound like sexism, it is important to remember that advertisers are not involved in patriarchal white male-dominated conspiracy to discredit, exploit, and dominate women. According to Saad, advertisers are only worried about generating and providing content that is maximally effective to their relevant target audience. Fiat indeed appreciates and supports women, as it often demonstrates with theme ads for Women's Day and Mother's Day. Now it's the turn of Fiat Spider advertisements and its main targeted customers, men. Schroeder and Zwick examine how masculine identity is created and perpetuated through the consumption of imagery and products in advertising and consumer culture. According to them, masculinity is a social construct which is intentionally used to create a desire for a specific body type, product, or brand. Therefore, the existing representations do not just express masculinity, but they play a central role in influencing a single idea of masculinity, which constructs new market segments such as the Playboy figure. It is not surprising, indeed, that in Spider ads, men are seen as powerful, fierce, and Latin lovers, enhancing the idea of masculinity even related to sex. The idea of perpetuating a passion from father to son and the idea of not needing the blue pill anymore are demonstrations of it. The ads presented were all from 2011 to 2016, and they all presented the same narrative. The last ad presents a shift in the mindset of advertisers. The Spider is driven by a woman and the 500 by a man, and their flirt signifies that both share power in their relationship, or even that the man is subjected to the female gaze. The sex diversification in Fiat ads has been successful for the last 15 years, but the last ad leaves us watchers with a question. Are the women empowerment movements influencing marketing? And most importantly, will they revolutionize sex diversification of ads for good?